Hi there, everyone. This is DarkSide2K7, aka Sonic Sky Season, and holy smokes! I can't believe this little nugget of news that just dropped tonight. Yes, it has been official. So, the New York Giants have decided to fire Joe Judge, their head coach. Looks like, I guess that means that looks like the New York Giants is finally going to be looking towards a new way to build a new future, and maybe possibly finding someone who can actually help them win games and other stuff. This is a shocker because this move came after Dave Gettleman announced he's retiring as the GM for the Giants on Monday. Yeah, well, it has been crazy. So, let me read you this. I'm reading this off of ESPN. New York Giants fire head coach Joe Judge after 2 seasons. This is written by Jordan Raanan, ESPN staff writer, East Rutherford, New Jersey. The New York Giants fire head coach Joe Judge on Tuesday after 2 losing seasons with the team. The move came a day after general manager Dave Gettleman retired from 4 seasons of the job. Co-owner Steve Tress and others believe that it is in best interest of our franchise to move in another direction. Giants co-owner John Mara said in a statement, "We met with Joe yesterday afternoon and discussed the state of the team. I met again with Joe this afternoon, and it was during the conversation I informed Joe of our decision. We appreciate Joe's effort on behalf of the organization. I said before the season started that I want to feel good about the direction we were heading when we played our last game of the season. Unfortunately, I cannot make that statement, which is why we had to make the decision. We will hire a general manager and a person that will lead the effort to hire a new head coach. Judge, a first-time head coach, went 10-23 in his 2 years. He was the 3rd consecutive Giants coach to be fired after 2 seasons or less, following Ben McAdoo, with a record of 13 wins, 15 losses, and Pat Shurmur, with a record of 9 wins and 23 losses. As the once proud franchise stumbled through one of the worst 10-year stretches in history. The Giants were big spenders last offseason, and the expectation from ownership was that they would at least be a playoff contender. But a slow start, 1-5 this season, doomed Judge. New York started 0-5 under him in 2020 and has now missed the playoffs 9 out of the past 10 seasons. Judd, who is 40 years old, blew the Giants away during the interview process 2 years ago. He has spent the previous 8 seasons, mostly as a special teams coordinator, working under Bill Belichick with the New England Patriots. People keep saying getting Patriots handoffs or anyone from the Bill Belichick team doesn't automatically mean a guaranteed Super Bowl win. I digress. He was at the University of Alabama with Nick Saban before his time with New England. Belichick's stamp of approval was an important piece of helping Judge get hired as the Giants look up to shake up their organization. Now his tenure ends abruptly without him being able to fully see his plan through. It's surprising the Giants were willing to move on so quickly. Mara has said firing McAdoo before his 3rd season as head coach ended was a move he regretted. Mara also provided public support for Judge this season, even after the dreadful start. It is, Mara told the New York Post when asked if his belief in Judge remained strong. Obviously, we struggled this year, but he has not lost the locker room, and I have seen that happen over the years. I think the players still believe in him. We just got to get our guys healthy again. ESPN Adam Schefter reported on December 26th, the day after Christmas, that the Giants planned to bring Judge back for the 2022 season. Judge's team then proceeded to look inept in back-to-back blowout losses on the road to the Philadelphia Eagles, which they lost 34-10, and the Chicago Bears, which they lost to 29-3. And the Giants lost again in Week 18, this time at home to the Washington Redskins, also known as the Washington football team, 27-7, in a game that will be remembered for the New York Giants running back-to-back quarterback sneaks from from near its own goal line in the second quarter when it was trailing just 3-0 at the time. That one made me scratch my head on that one. Like, why? Why though? After the Giants lost to the Bears in Week 17, Judge gave an impassive 11-plus minute answer to the question about why fans should have faith in sputtering offense. The sputtering offense will turn it around. In it were examples of the culture that has been built, a locker room that has been fumigated, and the work ethic and effort the current players have shown during the week and on game days. There also were claims of former players calling to tell Judge they missed the playoffs. They missed the Giants and current players, upcoming free agents, making their pleas to return. This ain't a team that is having fist fights on the sideline. This ain't some clown store organization or somewhere else, Judge said. You talked about the foundation built. The toughest thing to change in the team, in the club, is the way people think. You understand that? That is the toughest thing. You can get new players. You can have your damn locker room all you want. You have to change how people think. You have to change how they fucking believe in you, in what you're doing. And they have to trust the process. And that's a lot easier said than done when they're looking up right now and you got one game left and the most you can win is 5 this season. The Giants were among the league leaders in games missed because of injuries this offseason. All their key offensive players, quarterback Daniel Jones, running back Saquon Barkley, left tackle Andrew Thomas, and receivers Kenny Golladay, Sterling Shepard, Cardavius Downey, missed at least 2 games. So it looks like Joe Judge has now joined the list of fired head coaches. Now this may be interesting because now I want to see which new head coach the Giants is going to pick up. Now, normally it'll be someone who can help them win games, someone who is qualified for the job and everything, but fuck logic, right? I'm thinking logic, but fuck logic, right? I think we all know what they're gonna do. They're gonna try to hire someone like, Brian Flores, the former head coach of the Miami Dolphins. I can see that now. That I can see happening. I mean, after all, ever since he got fired from the Dolphins, instead of people on Twitter and sports media, instead of thinking that maybe that the Flores didn't help the Dolphins get into the playoffs, they have to focus on race. So no, don't be too fucking surprised. Don't be too fucking surprised if woke sports media is going to try to get the Giants to hire Brian Flores so they can be quote-unquote progressive enough. I could be wrong, but we'll have to wait and see. Am I right? Alright. And that's it for now. As always, be sure to leave a comment, like this video, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell so you don't miss another update, share it for friends, share it with your neighbors, share your significant others, and that's about it. Until next time, this is Darkside2K7, aka SoundSky6, signing off. I thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to watch this video. It really means a lot, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace. To be perfectly honest, I wouldn't be too surprised if they hire, Mr. Clappy himself, Jason Garrett. But we'll see.